back to the Solar Promoter YouTube channel. My name is Grant. It is a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for clicking that like button. And a big shout out to all our Golden Circle channel members who get to watch these videos before they are released to the public. If you would like to support the channel and help us make more videos like this, click that join button, and we would love to have you as part of the Golden Circle. Well, welcome back to the Ice Maker Chronicles, and welcome to the continuing adventure of Darren Morgan, the Ice Maker, and we are playing the old Marvel Superheroes by TSR FASERIP role-playing game. I am playing it solo using the Mythic Game Master emulator. I feel it's important to say that I'm using sort of the basic revised rules of the old TSR Superheroes game. So if you're wondering, oh, why aren't you doing this or why aren't you doing that? That is why. We are following the adventures of our friend Darren, the Ice Maker, right here. Now, Darren has been investigating some weird things happening with buildings in his city. If you go back and watch the chapter before this, I believe it's chapter 6, it's a great jumping on point, and it'll catch you right up. But the story so far here is that Darren has snuck into this warehouse because he heard some thugs talk. These thugs were moving in sort of this big crate into the warehouse, and were saying things like, "Careful, you're gonna wake him up. Hey, quiet, you're gonna wake him up." And so Darren's like, somebody's in that crate, and that shouldn't be. The crate is over here. And so Darren snuck in to the factory, but he is not stealthy at all. And sneaking in, he came in through a door down over here. There were some voices talking in this room. He made too much noise out here. They heard. A thug came out here. Darren was able to dispatch that thug. But the thug came out, and there is somebody else in this room who is now in this hallway, but I'm kind of keeping a lid on who that is. Darren ran through the bathroom into the warehouse, but these 4 thugs out here, sorry for all the zooming, I'm still learning the correct controls here for Foundry. All the thugs out here, they saw him run out over here. So Darren is in a bit of a pickle because probably very, very shortly, whoever the other person in the room is going to come out this door. And then Darren is going to kind of be trapped. So that is the story so far. So one other thing I forgot is Darren, when he first got to the warehouse, he had a little encounter with this thug up here. And he knocked this thug out, even though he still has his green health bar there. He is completely knocked out. But that thug was able to get a little damage. So Darren's hit points he only has 64 hit points. Yeah, this might not end well for Darren. And somebody else might join the combat here in a second. But since all these guys see Darren, I think we're going to have to initiate some combat here. All these folks are now in combat. It's time to roll for some initiative. We're going to roll all the thugs and the mystery person here as one, and then we'll roll Darren as one. So we'll do Darren's roll first. This is going to be the Ice Maker, and he rolls a 9, so that is actually pretty good. Let's see. He will roll a 9. And then for the thugs, we're rolling all of them together. The thugs and the mystery person. We're going to roll their die. Oh, of course. They roll a 10. So they are going to... Yeah, one of these guys has a gun. The other guys just have their fists. All right, poor Darren. He rolled so high because that guy is in this hallway trying to wake this guy up. We're going to say Darren has 2 rounds of combat before this guy comes through the door. We will say that much. But right now, everybody is pretty far away from each other, and even this guy with the gun His range is a pour, I think, is only 2 spaces. So he has to, I'm going to say 3 spaces. He would have to get pretty close in order to do that. So, Darren, and Darren's weapon, his handgun has a space of 3. Okay, so, and Darren's projectiles only can go 3 spaces as well. So, let's move these guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that is the end of that round. And we're moving on to round 2. So we have to re-roll initiative here. This is going to be for Darren. And that is a 5. And we'll roll all the thugs and the mystery person together. And they roll a 3. So Darren is going to go first. He's going to move 3 spaces. And so he's going to actually target. So maybe you target this guy. He's going to target this guy. So Darren is... Oh, first thing he's going to do is roll, because Darren has multiple attacks. So he rolls on typical. And depending if he gets a white, green, yellow, or red, he can get extra bonus attacks. So let's roll and see what he gets here. He gets a white. So he's just going to have 1 attack. He's got to make a count. He is targeting this enforcer guy right here. And he rolls an excellent 20 and rolls a 7. So that is a green. That is going to be a hit. And this guy is going to lose 20 points, which will leave him with 12 points. But that is the end of Darren's turn. Let's see. We get 1, 2. This is the guy with the gun. 1, 2. This is not good for Darren. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All right. So first we're going to start with the guy he just hit. And all he can really do is punch. He just has a punch, so that's his fighting. He takes a swing at Darren, and it is a white, so that is a miss. Next is this thug over here. He takes a swing at Darren, and that is a yellow. That is a hit. With the slugfest, and that is a possible slam. So that is a hit, which will knock Darren down to 54. So he doesn't get moved. He's still on his feet. He just gets rocked. But he did hit him, though, so that's not good news. Next up is the gun. The thug with the gun, and he is going to shoot, and the handgun can do 6 points of damage. So let's see. That will be an agility. Let's see what happens. That is a white, so that's a miss. Sorry about that. He just misses. He just misses Darren. And this thug, this is the final thug here. I know I moved all these guys all at once instead of moving them and then taking the thing, but you'll just have to live with that. All right, and he is going to take a swing at Darren, and his fighting ability is a good, and that is another yellow. Yikes. So that is going to be a hit, and that is going to be another 10 points. Things not looking good for Darren at all. And that is the end of that round. We have gone all the way through. We are at the top of round 3. Let's roll for some initiative. So this will be for Darren. He's going to roll a 6. And rolling all the thugs and the mystery person who is about to come through the door and be on the table here in a second. Let's see what they roll. A 4. Okay, well, at least Darren has the upper hand. So we're going to say, since Darren has the first move, he is going to try to back up 3 places. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He is now... no, he's going to back up 2 places, not 3. And the next thing he's going to do is roll for his extra attacks. He rolls a green, so if I'm remembering correctly, he gets 2 attacks. Yes. So his first attack, he is going to try and knock this guy out here. Rolling an excellent 20 white. That is a miss. So he's going to shoot again at this guy. Excellent 20. That is a yellow. So that is a hit for sure. And that is going to bring this guy to 0. He is knocked out. All right. He's got nothing left. All right, so how are we going to do this? Let's do this thug. 1, 2, 3, and he is going to swing. His fighting, I believe, is good. White, so that is a miss. He kind of stood right in front of this guy. 1, 2, 3. Guy with the gun. He is going to shoot. That is a white, so it's another miss. And this guy steps over this guy. 1. I'm going to say he can't get into this area, but he's just going to go 1, and he is going to take a swing. He also has good. That is a green, so that is a hit. And that'll be 34. And right as that happens, coming right through the door is none other than the Trapster, the classic Fantastic Four villain, the Trapster. He comes out the door, and he also has his paste gun, old Paste Pot Pete. He comes out, and let's see, he's got 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to make sure that he is entered into the combat as well. Yep, there he is. And in this current thing, he's got a 4. And let's see, how far can his gun go? 2 areas. All right, so he is going to shoot his gun. This will be an agility check to see if he can try to stick the ice maker right where he is. So we roll on that green, so that is a hit, and the ice maker is now restrained. And let's see, that is monstrous 7 adhesion. And so I think that's where we're going to end it today. Things do not look good for the Ice Maker. He was able to knock out one of these villains, but the Trapster was able to stick him with his glue gun. When we come back, we will see the one chance he might have is to make a strength check, but it's going to be difficult because the adhesive is monstrous 70 and monstrous 75, and our buddy Darren's strength is only remarkable. So we're going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not the place you wanted to end it, but We're going to get you to tune back in soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Big shout out to all our Golden Circle channel members, and a big shout out to my editor, Steven Staver, for putting this all together and making this happen. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will talk to you soon. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.